Alright guys, I had to work a little issue. Obviously my black marker won't mark on this, so I went to town to get some chalk, but they didn't have any, so I got this paint marker, so I'm hoping that'll work. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this edge over. So I'm going to run a bead of glue just all the way down through the edge. I'm going to fold it up, I think, an inch, and then that'll give me plenty of room if I ever decide to put grommets along the bottom of the tent. It'll be reinforced area for that, and it's not going to unravel. So I'm going to lay my bead of glue, fold it over, then I'm going to use my roller. I'm just going to roll it out, so hopefully this paint marker works. I just need to mark my my 1 inch mark so I know where to roll over the fabric. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I got my little roller here. Just going to start marking out 1 inch. Oh, and that's going to work great. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Alright, so I got a few marks. I'm going to take my straight edge, which I'm just using a 1x6. I'll lay it out and then mark my line. Alright. Alright, I don't know if you can see that or not. But that paint marker, it's going to work out real well actually. I might have to actually go buy another one. Not sure how long these things last. So this is going to be my crease point for the fold. So I'm going to run my glue just on the other side of that. So when I fold it, it'll stay down. And I'm going to use this Gorilla fabric glue. It has a similar smell to glue you use when you put together like a model car, if anyone's ever done that. Alright, there I got my bead of glue out. Hopefully that's enough. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to fold it on this crease, which is actually kind of hard to see. You can definitely hear the glue popping as the air moves around. But I definitely think this roller is going to work out real well. I'm not sure the dry time on this Gorilla Glue. I'm assuming it's going to take overnight. So I'll probably just take this roller, roll it every 20 or 30 minutes to help kind of spread the glue. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. I apologize if you can hear the dogs in the background. I don't have any glue seeping out. I do have some kind of maybe making its way through. Get some stuff on the roller. But I think maybe next time I can actually use a little bit more glue. Because as you can kind of see, I definitely didn't get all the way to the edge. But as long as it's down in the crease down here, that should be okay. Alright guys, I've got my one wall piece and one ceiling piece cut. That was pretty easy, just laid it out, cut up a pair of scissors. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my nylon made that's going to reinforce my seams. So I have 4 of these where I just took a piece of nylon, put a grommet on the end so that way my tent pole will fit through that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this piece here to 8 feet long, and I'll kind of show you a broke down version. I'm then going to sew these pieces on to the main webbing. So these will be my 4 wall tent poles. Have them sewn on, and this will get sandwiched between my wall and the roof material, so that I'll cut a slit in the material, and the only thing that'll be sticking out is that, about that far. All you'll see is the grommet sticking out. This long piece of webbing and then the short little kicker pieces here, that'll all be concealed between my overlapping edges. So I'm going to go ahead and measure this out. I'm going to figure out exactly where I need to put my tip poles at. Obviously I know one on each end. These 2, I'll get the measurements and I'll stitch them together, just a few little stitches, and then I'm going to glue this onto the wall piece of fabric. Alright guys, I got my piece here cut at 8 feet, kind of burnt the ends there. These pieces right here, I cut the ends down a little bit so there wasn't as much hanging off, so whenever I sew them together, this end piece will be the only piece actually sticking out from the tent material. And then my tent pole, that dowel on the end, will be going right here through the hole. So I've got some thread and my needle here. I don't know how good this will actually show up, but it's a red thread because it's going to be hidden, so I might as well use up all these colors now. But I'm just going to try to stitch this together. Alright, so now that I got it, let me see if I can kind of focus in here. Now that I got this halfway sewn, this ain't gonna look pretty, so do not judge my sewing ability. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of Gorilla Glue here on the inside. That's just to reinforce the whole bond. If you can hear my dog in the background, I do apologize. Alright guys, there you have my first one, my first stitch. Like I said, ain't really got to be pretty. This is all going to be hidden, so I'm not worried about making it look nice, obviously. Wax thread around the edge, and then just a little bit of the Gorilla fabric glue in the center, and that's just to reinforce the whole bond. So not too bad. Now I'm gonna do that 3 more times and I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, there they are. Got them 4 done. Definitely not pretty, but I think they're gonna work. Each one of them sewn all around the perimeter, and then I put a glob of the fabric glue in the middle and kind of worked it around. So I'm gonna let that glue set up. While that's setting up, I'm gonna go ahead and mark on the wall section where I'm then gonna take that fabric glue and I'm gonna glue this whole piece on there, and then get that set up and all my measurements correct. And then I'll be ready to attach 2 pieces together.